this is technically resinless shenanigans. Okay, sure, fine. Is that gonna be weird? It's not weird, I promise. They need to touch grass. But wait, there's more. What is he building in there? Where are your keywords, buddy? He's right there? Look at him. Look at it, the smart. Swear to God, I just hit record and I got a Zhongli world join request. Now, Zhongli, now's not the time. We're doing Archon Quest. Why'd I open the wish screen? No. Hello, friends and gamers. We're playing Genshin today, obviously. I keep putting off all my Genshin stuff for some reason, to the point where I'm not even doing wind training. I don't want to talk about it. So today, we are going to do the Archon interlude. I had to do Katsuha's story quest first, which is a lot. It was a lot. Not my favorite story quest. I felt like it dragged a little bit, but we're here. We're doing better. We're gonna do interlude. Act 3. Act 3. Inversion of Oh, because this is the third interlude. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now. All right. I'm like, wait, why is it Act 3? We just got here. But it's interlude chapter Act 3, because this is the third interlude. The Nightbird falls at the curtain's call for inversion of Genesis. We have to go to the sanctuary of Surastana, you know, where we last left Scaramouche when he was like conked out. In order to look for more information about your sibling, you and Paimon decide to visit Nahida in the sanctuary of Surastana once more. Along the way, you hear people discussing something. So we're going to be doing that. I don't know how many videos it's going to take. Hopefully, I'm thinking like 2. So we'll see what happens. I might finish tonight. I might not. I don't know. I don't know. And this is technically resinless shenanigans now because I have no resin. So to the sanctuary we go. I think there's a teleport waypoint like right there. So we should like be right there, I think. Oh, we are right there. Hello. Well, that's one way to go about it. I guess this is where we hear people talking.
Suggestions, please.
A thriller? What?
I'm trying to write a thriller here. It's
Who's this guy?
supposed to be an essay. You
An
understand?
essay.
An essay. That means facts and
I mean,
logic.
Well, if it's facts
be
and
fine.
logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? That's
Oh my God, Tatara Suna.
So much remains unexplained. There's little to be objective
I
about.
mean,
Unless,
okay,
of course,
sure,
you restrict
fine.
yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you have your little
this is my
conversation,
teacher's
guys.
area
I'm
of
just
research. I
here.
can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location.
I mean, he has a point. He does have a point because, like, you see that a lot with like.
On something interesting, and I'm interested.
You do see that a lot. Like when people do documentaries and things on like, ooh, creepy location, they try to like, oh, ghosts, which like, is there ghosts? Maybe. But like, it's always like first conclusion on like true crime or like, ooh, scary place is like, we have to make this a horror story. And like, you know what? It doesn't have to be. You can just say the facts and be all go on with your day. Sometimes it just is creepy for being creepy, and that's okay.
Yes, you came to me. So all the
I almost think that's even better when you have just like true stories that are creepy.
There's no getting around that.
He has a point.
Okay.
I mean, that's why people like gravitate towards true crime, right?
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna?
Yeah.
That's all the way in Inazuma.
We've had someone do Mondstadt from here. Like, it's...
Someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that.
Not really. Happens all the time.
Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really
Like, that sort of thing happens all the time. Like,
is,
research on
people
other
here are free to
places.
research pretty much anything.
Yeah. Still, let's go listen. If we... Wouldn't that be weird?
Great.
Are we gonna... Is that gonna be weird?
What this Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
I mean, we could walk up to them and be like, hey, we've been to Tatara Suna. Ha ha ha. It's not weird, I promise. So talk to the scholars by the road. Okay. How do I get down there? It's not even... Oh, it is telling me. I was like... I didn't notice that there was a thing here because it like drops off really suddenly. I was like, it's not even telling me where to go. What do you mean? Hello. Hi. So about Tatara Suna.
I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for for draft.
I'm taking in none of this. I'm taking in none of
The main
this.
focus of this paper. If only we knew where to find that traveler.
Hi.
From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
That's so funny. We literally got name dropped. Looking for me? If you're looking for the traveler, that's me. I'm looking for me.
Oh, you're the
Hello.
traveler, you say?
Yes.
Hmm.
Hi. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't believe us?
Literally, we stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, I'm still Geo. Maybe I should do something about that. Oops. I said it in an earlier Genshin video, but I had to change back to Geo because I needed Geo constructs for something. It's a long story. Anyways, if you don't believe me, I'll go.
No, of course.
I'll go and touch a Dendro statue somewhere. Go touch some grass.
Exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This
Is
my
that
first
why
time
he
coming
looks
face to face with
familiar?
you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck.
Hi,
As a
that's
force of
Paimon.
habit, I started examining the evidence. Sorry.
Examining? What does that
So
mean?
Wada, for the love of... Sorry.
We don't
get
get out.
much, so our
They
social
need to
skills are
touch
kind of
grass. I'm making jokes about me needing to go touch the grass statue. They need to
traveler,
touch
I
grass.
hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places.
This
Would
is true.
you be able to tell us about
I was just
Tatarasuna?
in Inazuma, building the Raiden Shogun,
Not much about that place either.
because I accidentally pulled her.
We only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Fair enough. Is it gonna quest lock me into
I
something
see.
else? I mean, I wanted it to be 2 videos, but we might get locked into doing something else. I don't know. Sorry, I can't help this time.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge.
Fair.
He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past.
I mean, there is
Who'd have thought
a little
that,
dude from Inazuma that we can go grab, but he might still be knocked out.
For the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Is he writing the fun book?
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
A fair point. In that case, please
It
ease
is a
yourselves
point,
in
but-
gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Yes, it is. It could be heavy,
Let me
but
give you some background. This all
Sometimes
started
that's
with
fine.
the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The
okay.
writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a
Is
fine
that why we
blade,
had to do the Kazuha
but
story
in the
quest?
end,
That would
he
make
threw
sense.
it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi.
These
Why?
these names
Well,
sound familiar.
No one knows. Apart from the sword maker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down,
Huh.
the records also mention a completely
Oh.
This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger. Someone
That's
who
Scaramouche,
dresses
isn't
funny
it?
Or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher
Oh,
has
that's
spent
so
quite some
Scaramouche.
time researching these events on the ground.
Now I'm
This
intrigued.
Kabuki
See,
note
now I'm
lived in
intrigued, but it's
Tatarasuna
because it's
for a
like the
while
ooh,
before
creepy.
disappearing
We don't know
without a trace.
things. The
Shortly
unknown, ooh.
afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this
I'm like, is
person
it-
goes missing.
Is it the trailer video? But I'm not sure.
Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Yes, my thoughts
Seems dramatic.
exactly.
I love drama.
So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then.
This guy's getting really
Wow,
excited.
Did I get lucky?
This guy's getting lucky. Is there a car outside? Sometimes cars just drive by really fast, really loudly, and I'm like, what is going on out there? Anyways,
Part's important.
I'm getting
We can make it
distracted.
stand out.
Too much
It just
academic
so
talk.
happens that a friend of mine works
The
at
government records office.
He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did,
Four
in
hu-
fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
Over 400 years ago is 500. So it's I would say it's between 500 and 400, which would make sense in the timeline, I guess, for Genshin, because we've been here for 500 years
Even back
apparently,
then,
or we were
Tatarasuna
asleep for
was
500
already
years.
the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a
Niwa!
government official named Niwa.
It's
Curiously
Niwa!
enough, it seems like he went
No, this
missing
is so
too.
related to Scarmish then. I know who Niwa is. Who do you think I am? Could it be? I know. Was Niwa ever officially mentioned?
So there are two missing
That's right.
Oh my
What's
god.
more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great
I don't know if they've
swordsmith clans
Name
of
dropped
Inazuma?
Niwa in
Oh,
the official game.
like Ishin art and so on?
Is that why I had to do Kazuha? I'm like, why?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff.
I just
That
did the
makes things
Kazuha
easier.
story
So
quest.
basically, this Niwa was a distant relative.
Oh,
of the
it
Kaidahara
definitely,
clan,
yeah, no,
the
it's
last
because the red
practitioners
streak in
of
her.
Genshin
Yeah.
Impact. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan.
Yes.
Leading to their downfall.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know
We
the
can tell you that
details,
story.
But taken in light of everything
We can
else
tell
going
you
on
that
around
story.
time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
Yeah, yeah, kinda.
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more? But wait, there's more.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh my gosh.
How could I forget?
Ladies and
Brace your
gents.
minds, ladies and gents.
So
We're
Wada,
about
what
to
the
be
heck?
blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't
Oh,
blame
he's
you.
definitely the fun writer.
After all my years as a writer, this
He's
is why
definitely the fun
I
one.
the
You would get
most-
along with Miko very,
Get
very
to the
well.
point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono
There
was
it
not a human,
is.
but a puppet.
Oh, wow. I'm so surprised. Wow, that's so...
Puppet?
Am I supposed to act surprised? We're not surprised. Wow. The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be ruling Inazuma with her as we speak. It couldn't be her, but there's another puppet. Oh my god. The Kabuki Mono has to be the balladeer, but what was he doing 400 years ago in Tatarasuna? It just goes back to his story trailer, but I think canonically we don't know about that story. So I guess that this interlude is going to go over that trailer. Like the really good one that was the story bits. Oh, how did I
Judging by the
double click?
looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Yeah, we know the puppet. What about it? We know both of them. There's two puppets. That's a whole other thing though. We don't even say anything. It just says glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth shut. Oh my god. The amount of times we have inadvertently and entirely advertently said shut up, Paimon.
The way you described it makes it
Yeah,
sound like a ghost
creepy.
story.
Yeah, ooh, creepy.
But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon.
That's true. We have an
spooky events are to be expected.
Oni
And
friend.
that's exactly what my book is.
Two,
about.
actually.
Please,
Oh my
take it away.
god. Do I have to read it? Oh, there's so much. Oh no. Do we want to read the whole thing? The Isle of Darkling Clouds. Stop. Oh, all right. Extract 1. A man arrived in Tatarasuna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied laborers walking along the mountain roads towards the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those who not present to witness it. I'm gonna struggle to read. God! The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me? Sir Miyazaki, I could not think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you. Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking their first steps on their journey, expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi, Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? I'm struggling. There was some. Naturally, the two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with the other workers until the path's end. Okay, so I don't think that's related to anything, just like base characters probably. Now I go through these silly little story quests like it's some English lit analysis, but now we're really doing that. Now we're really doing it. We're really in it now. Okay, now we get into Niwa. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now, the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too, then, was the flame watcher an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard. Oh, that's cool. And on his face, he wore a smile. Wait, so Niwa was a lizard? He like lizards? Oh, all right, okay. The workshop was huge and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the Watcher, yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the Watcher turn. This Watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna. Born to the Niwa clan, which served as one of the 3 pillars of the Ishin art, Niwa never argued with his siblings and was a worthy successor by all accounts. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement unto itself. Miyazaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa as he adjusted his expression. It is said, handed? Okay, I don't know. It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan in the city do not think highly of our plan. Oh, there's a plan? Oh, that's fine. Anyways, yeah, I still believe it to be worth a try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you requested. What is Niwa planning? What is he building in there? What is going on? Niwa studied the text and nodded. We should try some of these new forging techniques, whether Kaitahara says yay or nay. Katsuragi frowned, and with a sigh, he said, Forging is a precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most, sirs, and still you seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. Ah, should my lord Nagamasa hear this, the sourness in his face shall be hard to miss. Niwa smiled, replying, And how goes the forging of your lord's great blade, Katsuragi? I don't even think I need to read all this, but we're gonna read all of it. I'm already here, and I don't wanna cut out parts myself. Maybe I'll do it in post. Who knows? Katsuragi neither wanted to shame his master nor lie to his two friends, and he could not think of any way to deflect, and so grossed. I see your ears are as keen as your hands, Sir Niwa. The jokes of us unlearned. I know that's a word. I know, yeah, it means stupid. Unlearned men are as nothing before you. Miyazaki hid his grin. I was gonna say held. No, we're already struggling with reading. Great. Upon hearing this, Niwa released the lizard from his hand into Katsuragi's palm. But just as more words were to be exchanged, someone came walking nearby, their footsteps light with the celerity of youth. The head that peeked in was round and, in the light of the fires, looked like an oiled jewel. Interesting. Is this going where I think it's going? Is that who I think it is? The young man placed some boxed food at the side, and nodding, he prepared to leave. Katsuragi called out after him, "What about your share? Aren't you going to eat it?" The young man, upon hearing those words, found himself slightly at a loss. After a while, he answered, "Very well, I'll try it." What are they eating? Do I want to know? "You are welcome to the food. We all eat the same fare, after all," Niwa said. The man nodded and left, seemingly deep in thought. I need better paragraph breaks. I'm gonna be honest. I know this is a draft, but you definitely need to do the editing. Okay, extract 2. The Kabukimono was by the coast, so this is Scaramouche, I believe? Yes. Sunset fell to the accompaniment of darkness. The bands of twilight showed themselves not, for in their place did thunderclouds royal, grumbling the omens of a coming rainstorm. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea, and the dusk bade the clouds to kneel upon the land, its supplication mirroring the Kabukimono, with knees bent and face pointed toward the waters. None passed that way, and none knew what he was waiting for in silence. Time passed, unmeasured and uncounted, till a black cloud suddenly tore free from the sky and began to circle the Kabukimono, bearing down on him like a nightmare. Though he was not aware at first, after his studying gaze was refined by time, he understood. This cloud had marked him from the very start. Oh, so it's supposed to be like a bad luck sort of thing? Yes, no? It definitely is a symbol for something. Outbound, a fishing boat drew near, the lights of its bow flickering in and out of sight beneath falling sheets of rain. A mist unspooled across the sea, stealing sight from the fisherman. Repeatedly, he exclaimed, "It is but dusk. How are my eyes darkened? Is there anyone that can deliver my boat upon safe tides?" Like a falling spear, the black cloud reached the bottom of the boat and was joined in its bereftness of direction. I've never seen that word. Like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline. Scant steps away, the Kabukimono stood idle, slanting his head to study the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help. Oh, that's deep. That's dark. I don't know what else I expected from a Hoyo game. I have played Honkai, but I wasn't expecting that right away. Anyways, with a plop, the arm landed at the Kabukimono's feet. Wait, what? Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out. So you got like a forearm and a hand? That's weird. That's a little dark and a little creepy. I'm glad I'm reading it and not seeing it. Thank you. Anyways, he crouched to better study the object, straining against the urge to take a bite out of it. I'm sorry. No, it can't be the arm. It can't be wait, what do you mean? No, what's the object? Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help. That is not an arm. It is not an arm. Because they say half an arm here, but then they say it's an object. And he says he wants to eat it. I'm sorry, what? Anyways. Yet he did not, for the dark clouds swirling down had already picked the remnants of the ship clean. The Kabukimono stared at it blankly, like an awakening dreamer. When he returned to himself, the clouds had scattered, as if they had never been there at all. As for the ship, could it have been struck down by a storm? Who was to know? Not the Kabukimono. I am curious if that ship in the wreck they're talking about is the wreck from the summer event, because that, I think, was also related to Torasuna. It could be, but also could just be some other shipwreck. I'd be curious if it was the same one, though. I'm not sure. I don't know. And I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was, sort of thing. I think it would be fun if it all wrapped back around, but it very well might not. So anyways, we have extract 3. Also, I have to say, before I keep reading, this is written like the localization is so good. It reads like actual literature. It's so entertaining to me. I love it. They actually popped off with the localization here. They did a really good job because it isn't just translated, but it reads like literature. It's good. Anyways, we're on extract 3, like I said. Katsuragi rushed to the doorway and shouted, "My lord, things go ill at the furnace. I have searched for Sir Niwa, but there is no trace of him. And much time has passed since Sir Miyazaki left to seek aid, but he has yet to send us any missive. Look." and I don't know what he says look about because it just trails off. Mikoshi Nagamasa turned slowly, his face grave as one attending a funeral. He spoke then, his words heavy-laden. I wish not to say such words, Katsuragi, but Soyo Miyazaki may never return. All right, he kicked the bucket. Great. We got first death of the interlude. There will probably be more. Katsuragi peered past Nagamasa's broad, stiff shoulders beyond the windows. The clouds above boiled in waves of black, as if darkness now was the only weather, and might even morph into an abyssal beast and devour Tatarasuna whole. Over 10 people had already perished. See, there are the other deaths. What'd I say? That was why Katsuragi recoiled as if struck. Yes, it was coming back to him now, in dribs and drabs. That was why they had to set out to seek aid. Miyazaki had been the first to set sail. The clouds had only just begun to form then. Oh wait, was the arm dude, was that Miyazaki? I don't know. Traveling from Tatarasuna to Inazuma to ask for support was normally no great feat, and yet there had been no sign of his return. Then a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, till the Kabuki Mono himself had departed upon the tides, under foul skies and ominous fortunes. It had been Katsuragi who had brought him back and treated him as his own, and it pained him greatly to see the lad go. Yet the situation in Tatarasuna was severe. Even should they sacrifice more lives, it would have been worth it to gain assistance from Inazuma City. And so, okay, all right, there's still more brute words. Niwa was gone and none could find him. Afterward, Nagamasa led a search party into the mountains in the area around the furnace, all to no avail. Folk began to wonder if Niwa might have encountered an accident, but worry soon turned to suspicion, and they wondered if he had fled, unwilling to bear the sin of having caused these incidents. The people grew ever more suspicious, and Nagamasa himself strained against his discontent and fury. His face had grown to resemble the rumbling clouds above. Suddenly, a figure flashed by. Their presence did not go unnoticed by Nagamasa. He drew his blade and cut, though he only nicked the silken veil that the intruder wore. For a moment, they swayed, and then, like a marionette pulled by strings, they moved behind Nagamasa, laughing darkly. Are you seeking someone, my lord? Niwa, perhaps? That is Scar Motion, I know that for a fact. Nagamasa bellowed in fury. You dare address Sir Niwa directly. Yet the figure parted like mist before his falling blade, only to rematerialize beyond reach, but not beyond sight. A ghastly apparition indeed. That's kind of like what we saw in the Archon Quest before. However, I didn't know the Skarmosh and Niwa lore. And if it's like the trope where Niwa was like very highly regarded and like was like had held like a high position in society, and then Skarmosh just is like random and they like wanted to be friends. I love that trope. But like people said no, and now he's going crazy. And you know what? Okay, all right. You get a pass for today. Just one. Okay, back to the story. There's only one paragraph left. Was it you who slew my people? Nagamasa howled and charged, held back only by Katsuragi's desperate grip. As his senses returned to him, he realized he was but an inch away from falling into the furnace. Oh, it is really cool. I don't know how much of, because this was the story from the student, so I don't think too much of it is dramatized, but I would bet heavy money that the other guy's story is even crazier. Anyways, it seems that the rest of this work remains unfinished. From the existing text, however, it is apparent that this is a novel of fantastical, colorful sensibilities, born from an imagination well utilized. It does sound really good. I'd read it.
Please read my essay draft as
Oh,
well.
okay, so that was the dramatized version. I have to do more reading. Oh my god! No, there's more! Okay, there's an abstract. We're just gonna read the abstract because that is how I read research papers, friends and gamers. That, on the record, no I don't. But off record, yes, entirely, I don't read all my papers. Okay, abstract. For a brief analysis of possible events of historical importance in the Tatarasuna area. We're just reading the abstract. The Tatarasuna area has always been a major pillar of Inazuma's smithing industry. 2 incidents have occurred here, and the details behind the first are vague at best. I believe, however, that there might a hidden history behind the events that transpired. Hence, this paper will attempt to analyze what may have unfolded from the available data. This is a very bad abstract, by the way, Akaba. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Where are your keywords, buddy? I know you have the glossary here, but like, where are their keywords? They're keywords. What is he using? MLA? Maybe. Seems that the rest of this paper remains unfinished. One thing is for sure, though, a lot of thought was put into it. I bet there was a lot of thought put into it, but Armory Officer was Niwa? So yeah. It's kind of just everything we've gone through already, but just Yeah, it's kind of just everything we know already, but probably worded way beyond my reading comprehension level. All right, we're done.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative
The story was
approach,
more
but
fun.
I think essays should be grounded in
He's
facts.
right,
I don't think
but
explaining
that's
everything
why
away
they're-
with mysterious
Listen.
forces will cut it.
That's why both forms of writing have a time and a place. You can have the dramatized work, but you also can have the essay. Both are equally as important. Thank you.
Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political
Huh.
intrigue?
Political intrigue.
I could put a turf war between rival
I mean,
factions at the center
the
of
political
whole
intrigue was
series
kind of
of
already
events.
brewing in there.
Just make stuff up. Pretty sure
Yes,
you've gone from
stop.
essay to guessing there.
Yes. Yeah, sounds more like a novel. Yeah, at that point it would be like if you're plugging the holes with stuff that wasn't actually there. That's just another dramatization. Has this guy ever even written an essay before? It sounds more like a
Okay, well,
novel.
Look, your teacher has researched this extensively.
Like if he wants to do,
I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have
'Cause he
now
could
is
do.
all that there is to know. This
Yeah.
is as much detail as you're ever going to
until the end of this Archon Quest when we talked to Scarmouche about it. Anyways, you could do a documentary type thing of like, this is what we think could have happened, but this is all speculation. And that would be a really bad paper, but it would probably be a really cool documentary. And I don't think documentaries exist in Tavad at this time. So, yeah, let's put a pin in that one. Go to another bubble universe for that one, buddy.
Besides, if there really was
Akaba.
a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting,
Fair.
what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Yeah.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board. I guess.
Drawing board.
Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
All right. Oh, I hit my microphone really bad. I'll leave you to it, guys. Have
Lots of stuff
fun.
to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now.
We gotta go find the Kabuki Mono you're writing about.
Right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know.
That was the smartest.
Thanks so
reading
much.
the written work. That's the smartest I'm gonna sound for the rest of the day. I'm gonna be entirely stupid for the rest of the night. Just so we're all on the same page. Nothing that comes out of this little pea brain is gonna make any sense anymore.
That thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Even Paimon clocked it. Yeah.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
Yeah, this is also true.
Well, we kicked his butt
kicked
and got
its
him
butt.
locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
I mean, yes and no.
If you ask Paimon,
But I don't think he'd want all of this. Like, that's this whole thing, the wanderer thing. He like doesn't want to get close to people. He doesn't want people to know his deal. Oh, who cuts Paimon off? Oh. He's right there? Or can Paimon only see him this time? Because I'm saying what's wrong. Also, he's in the old outfit. What the heck? What's wrong?
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by over there.
Yeah, no, that was him. That was definitely him. Yeah, there he is. Was he going for a walk? Was he going for a walk in Samaru? I mean,
Let's catch up and
it's
see.
not like it's not like he's unassuming or anything. He's very assuming. Y'all see that hat? The old hat with like the long veil on it. Does the new hat have that? Hold on, I haven't built my wanderer yet. Yeah, no, they took the really long veil off. Like, this isn't unassuming either. Look at him being angry. Okay, we're moving. We run. We must follow the figure we just saw. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I'm gonna run out of stamina soon. Enter the sanctuary. Is he just out? Did like Nahida let him go for a walk? Talk to Nahida. All right, what do you got for me today? She's just standing there. I swear to God, this is where we left her. This is exactly where we left her. She's so happy with that
Fabulous, Paimon,
her
there you are.
little smile on her face.
Nahida, bad news. We just saw the balladeers.
She's like, oh, I know. I let him go for a walk.
Did he escape or? It's him!
Oh, he's right there. He went for a walk. He had to touch some grass.
You're here.
I bet he knew if he walked outside, he's like, bet. I'll get him. Bet. He did this just to mess with us. Little brat. Look at him. Look at the little smirk on his face. That was entirely planned. Sure enough, he says, yeah. He was like, yeah, I let him go touch some grass because otherwise he starts to get rabid.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of
Love you, Scarmouche.
supposed to be laughed at?
My favorite little public menace.
I must have a lot of questions. Please,
It was
allow
his,
me to explain.
his,
It was
time-
my idea to set the balladeer free.
it was his,
Really ideal. And he's
time
gonna
out of
do
the
some
enclosure.
investigation in Irminsul for me.
Oh yeah, he can do that.
Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
Yeah.
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
Bro, it's not that deep.
But if that's the case,
It's not that deep.
why haven't you done it already?
Flatter yourself.
Don't flatter yourself.
Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Why would we kill him?
So if it
Just
were
a
up to
thought.
you, you'd finish the job?
Doesn't that not make us
Guess I
any
had
better than
you
any
all
other people
along.
who have killed people?
There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
He's still being a little menace. Look at him. I thought he was going to be like entirely reformed. I'm glad he's still a little menace. Go off, little... I have no other words for him. All right. I didn't even click that.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start.
Oh my gosh.
Could I ask you all to please calm down?
Nahida's literally said that escalated quickly. She's like, oh God, I hate you guys. Really?
Worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
We're about to get out the get along shirt again.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment.
Huh.
Just when you think you've seen it all.
Can you just shut up for a
Try
second?
the wedge between us.
He's literally trying to start something. He's literally trying to start a fight. Like, he's getting so much enjoyment out of this. Dude, sit down in the corner for like 5 seconds and let us have a talk. Let the adults have a talk.
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making
This
a
is
deal.
so ridiculous.
Even with the
It's so good,
balladeer.
though.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you.
Yeah.
Considering you even shared
That is
the
a thing
deal
she
with the
did.
Doctor.
Are we gonna unpack that? Because I feel like we didn't unpack it enough. I know we had the whole, like, info dump after the Archon Quest, but I feel like we're still missing part of that from her, like, canonically.
All but completely spent after your battle.
Oh, yeah. Did he
It's
hit
no
fallen
longer
in his
sure
head?
To be a strategic threat to us.
He's not a threat anymore.
Precarious position.
Oh, gosh.
He's a former harbinger with knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, he could be really helpful, actually.
Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on
Yeah.
how the Fatui plans
Are the
to respond.
Fatui gonna look for him, though? Because I think they were fed up with him a little bit, too.
He's not a harbinger.
Because I think they were... Because he snatched the Gnosis in Inazuma and then dipped. Like, that was literally when Turn Ice They're like, hey, where is this kid? Where is he? And that's when I think that's when they decide to send a Tori to look for him. I don't entirely remember the video. I know I watched it like 70 times, so I do not remember it. So it makes sense. He probably no longer, like, after the Gnosis snatching, he probably was like no longer a harbinger.
I
They
take no
took
pleasure
that
in
away from
saying
him.
this, but it seems
Oh.
the doctor had no intention
Oh
of
no, it's even
welcoming
worse.
a loser, so...
Oh my God. No, it's even worse. Because I thought he left on his own accord after snatching the Gnosis. Like, it was more like a terms thing that if he ran off with the contraband for the mission, in quotations, they would have he would have no longer been a harbinger. But it's even worse. Literally, he didn't win that fight against us, and they literally kicked him out. So he tossed you out like trash. That's so horrible.
Sometimes it's you.
He's
using
been through
them,
so much.
Other times, it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer,
Dang.
nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Is this supposed to be he's literally actually opening up for once. And why does this read like sarcasm? Really, what a crying shame. It's like, oh no. Oh, like that. Why does this read like sarcasm?
Well, if the Fatui are
Like, I
gonna
actually feel bad for
reevaluate
this
my
kid.
Utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
Yeah.
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear.
I didn't.
Don't you? And they're your friends.
Lumi might have, but
So
I didn't.
guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously. Nahida, don't listen to
Oh,
him.
Paimon, shut up.
Then let's put
Shut
that
up, Paimon.
discussion to the side for now. We still have time.
This is
Today can
true.
be a trial run. Where we go from
Oh.
here will depend on how well we manage to
Are we taking a
coordinate.
field trip to Irminsul? Oh my
Alright.
god. Magic school
Then I'll do
bus?
what we agreed.
Magic boat?
Good.
Ship?
Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you serious?
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? He doesn't have the Gnosis anymore.
reason
He
for
doesn't have a
this decision.
vision.
In fact, fact,
What's he gonna do?
I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
Oh, it's to find out about Ether. For me.
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information
Yeah.
about your
Field
twin
trip.
Irminsul.
Irminsul field trip.
Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Yeah, but we need Skarmish to go there. Right?
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twins' details in the Descender category.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
I just had a thought.
an extremely important point.
I should have thought. So this was just from how this is worded. The Fatui had not included your twins' details in the Descender category. It makes me think, right, that our twin is actually from like Conria, right? They're from Conria, and us are another bubble universe version of our twin. Bet? Maybe not. That's a reach. It's a reach.
It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I
It
don't
makes some
know
sense, but it's a reach.
about. And since the balladeer
That made more
used to
sense in
be
my
one
head.
of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am.
Don't even put a pin in that one. Just grab it.
He's granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis,
That makes sense.
some traces of its
Especially
power remain in
because
him. He can still connect.
the Gnosis is technically from his
The amount
mom.
of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it
Yeah.
without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked
That
the
is
balladeer
fair.
to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders.
I would like to know more about the
He's
Descenders,
more
like
familiar
actually.
with this kind of information and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you? He definitely could lie, but I don't think there's anything in it for him if he lies anymore, you know? I don't think it's worth it for him.
You
We don't have to trust him, but we definitely should
us as enemies.
consider. We definitely should consider what information he's able to find.
But sometimes everything is dictated by which side you're on.
Okay.
How things will go in the future depends on what information he
Mm-hmm.
brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires.
We want to
most of
find our
all.
twin.
Our minds have connected several times before. There's a
Oh.
corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all
Oh,
alone in the
she's so
dark,
sad.
searching for the one candle.
The
whose
text
light
over the
still
face is a
burns.
little funny, though. I will say
As
that.
Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a
Oh.
friend, I want to do something for you.
Oh,
This deal with the balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to
my
find.
favorite baby Archon. The only baby Archon. Gosh, thank you, Nahida.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero.
This is
More than earned it.
She's literally the first one. Well, this is the fourth nation we've been to, and she is the first one who has literally done anything past like giving us like vague hints of things. She's says you've more than earned it because we're Sumeru's hero. She's the first one who's done like anything for this. Because Venti and Zhongli gave us like vague hints, and I don't. Did A tell us anything? I love her. I have her on my team now. I speed built her. This is the fastest I've ever built any character ever. But I swear.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
Probably not.
I was gonna contact
Probably,
you
actually,
about that,
maybe.
but then you suddenly showed up on your own.
Yeah. There was like a
Seems like we have a telepathic
there was like a
connection.
Paimon introduction to this quest that that was in the
I going to ask you to
Kazaha
supervise the
video, and I
balladeer
just
in my town while he carries out the task I
Ooh.
assigned.
Oh yeah, because she
Even
can't
though he
leave
only
probably.
has a fraction of his full power left. That's still a fraction of
Fraction of a former Harbinger.
If you could accompany him,
So it is a field
put my
trip.
mind at ease.
We're the chaperone though.
Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
We are literally the chaperone for Skarmish's field trip. Got it. I'm glad to be able to help.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves.
Well,
I'm going to
we're just
transport
going
you
in there?
into Irminsul.
We're just going in there right now? I guess so. Can we go back to Irminsul ever?
It looks pretty different
Oh.
here compared to last time.
This really does look like that tree from Honkai.
Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
This really does look like the tree from Honkai. I'm telling ya, the tree in the Sea of Quanta. I'm telling ya. Also, I probably should have changed my traveler back to Dendro just for the vibes, but or Geo. Could be worse.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company.
We didn't,
Oh.
actually. She just threw
I
us in
guess you
here.
panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Wow. Nahida sent me to babysit you. Is this gonna be the dialogue? Is all the dialogue gonna be like this?
You're beak, jailbird. No way a prisoner gets to be
Shut
so
your
smart.
beak, jailbird.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards.
Gosh.
But right now,
The guards.
I'm on temporary
Temporary
release.
release.
So
Stop.
maybe
This is
you
too
should think
good.
about backing off a little.
This is so unserious. I kind of
Sounds
love
like a
it.
Successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about
Ahina.
something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul.
Okay.
It is an environment.
Oh, this is
of
gonna
no
be so
other,
cool.
And the most important place in all of Sumeria.
If it looks like the Sea of Quanta, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. That's a Honkai thing, by the way, for non-Honkai enjoyers. I'm not gonna say anything else about it, just so I don't spoil too much.
Extremely careful as you navigate your way through.
But if it looks like the Sea of Quanta in there, I'm gonna scream.
Between you on both sides.
The
But it is
grievances.
essential that you remain calm after entry.
Oh.
This is as much for your
Fair
own
enough.
safety
That
as
makes
anything else.
sense. That actually makes a lot of sense because if it picks up on vibes, yeah. Understood.
Fine. Let's call it truce.
Paimon, you can wait outside if you want.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we?
Bro,
are
you
gonna be
still sound
traveling
so
together
annoyed.
after all.
You sound so
My
annoyed.
agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I'm just happy they
I'll
gave
be
him
up
the
front.
fun, funky
It's my
hat,
job to lead the way
in
and
this
get rid of any obstacles
Archon Quest.
in our path.
the
All
interlude,
you
so we
have
can
to
still
do
see the fun
is
outfit.
Keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Oh,
You sure are confident.
that's some
Paimon will
words.
give you
Okay.
that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
I mean, he probably
there are
thinks
no
he
further
is,
objections,
because
I suggest we
you
get
think,
going.
are we like the
Or
same,
did you need some
like
time
canonically the
to
same
mentally
age? Like
prepare
5,
yourselves?
like, it would be over 500 years, wouldn't it?
Snark on this guy. It's
Huh.
unbearable.
All right. There's no need for all the biting sarcasm. Focus on doing your job. I like the biting sarcasm line, but I think
You
it's
can
just the
start
same.
now.
It's all the same.
Irminsul access granted.
Here we
Initial
go.
Connection procedure.
Ooh.
Is this a small sapling?
It kind of looks like it.
Darn it. Come on, let's catch up with him.
Oh, we're just going in. Is it just gonna like absorb us? Or we just, it looks like it's literally just throwing us into the next cutscene. All right, that's fine.
Wow.
Whoa.
So this is the inside of Irminsul.
I mean, it could, huh. All right, put a pin in that. It's different than what I imagined.
Ooh.
Oh, there's the blue tree.
Anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
It kind of feels like a
Irminsul
mix
is closely
between
intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every
like
bit of
something out
information
of Star
stored
Rail
here
beta
means something.
and
Pick your
Honkai.
jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why
Skarmish,
is it
be
that Paimon
nice.
just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Guys, we have some, we hold hands. Everyone hold hands.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Ooh.
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
He's being so like
Permission
formal with
granted.
this.
Go ahead.
I never thought he could
Let's
speak
go.
like that.
Stay close. Don't go running off.
I guess he has been here before though.
So, say we did go running off in here.
Of course, Paimon wants to know that. Okay, so this is water, I think, over here. That is water, which is more reminiscent of the stage. I don't remember what everything exactly is called. It's been a minute. The stage before you enter the Sea of Quanta in Honkai, which would be interesting if that is connected.
What are you smirking at?
It might not be
I
though,
was just imagining
It could
the
be
look on
two
the
different
side of
manifestations of the
Daniel's
same
face if you
thing.
went and got lost.
within different
Anything's
stories.
possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you
Sounds
wanna
like a
stay
Honkai
safe,
game.
your best option is to stick close to me.
Yep. All right. I've played Honkai. I know what I'm doing. Oh, he's walking. Is it gonna walk lock me? Yeah. Oh, how cool is this? It is really nice. Actually, this is more reminiscent of Elysian Realm, isn't it? The fragments have dissipated and the space seems to
Those are all
something something.
packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
Ooh. Oh, I can't touch them. The location's changed. Looks like we've been transported to another path. Why are we just I guess we can't get too excited. I'm like, why are we just walking?
It looks the same in every direction.
What is the point of this? What is the point of this? The space is indeed unusual, but it seems the balladeer is more used to it than I. He has been here before. I feel like he's probably spent a lot of time in here.
No wonder
Right?
he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth.
I don't even know. Why can't we just walk? Why can't we just walk?
Mocking me again? What is it this time?
Paimon, stay calm.
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it.
Fair.
So why don't you relax your guard a little?
That is fair. No, this definitely seems like a weird combination of like the Abyss and the A.L.I.S.O.N Ramen Honkai, as well as like Sea of Quanta related
We're
things,
here.
which is really interesting how all these things could be connected in one way or another. Would love to see it. This is the center of Irminsul. All the information in the world is flowing through it.
Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Is it just our world or is it the other bubbles too?
You made it.
Just
Are
a
you
thought.
ready?
Ready when you are.
Are we going in? Are we
Please
going in?
begin. Preparing to
Cognitive
access
currents. Ooh.
Establishing waypoint.
The balladeer
How
actually
cool is
doing what
this?
Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
I wasn't gonna kill him. Who was gonna kill him? He hasn't put up any resistance and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. That's an interesting question to be asking as well, because if he had a similar role in the Fatui, then it would make sense that maybe they had him do stuff like this related to the Abyss. It could be a thought. First Akaba and Sawada's stories, now this. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you.
I mean, isn't that the whole
If you
bit of the
discover
Kabuki Mono
anything
thing?
else, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Oh, how cool is this?
For once,
It also is reminiscent of like places like in Kanomiya, which is really cool.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
We're gonna talk to Nahida while we're in here. Is this a telepathic conversation? Yeah, Scaramouche is on mute.
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Cute. Oh, this is the first time Paimon's been involved. I'm guessing that you don't want us to disturb the balladeer.
That's part of it. Plus,
That's cute.
there's nothing wrong with us talking.
Oh, the fact that this is so like wholesome, this part right here, means it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird.
so Paimon's been wanting to ask you something.
Walking contradiction.
A
Ooh.
bit of a walking contradiction. He's always talking back, but he seems to listen
Well, I
to
mean,
what you say.
it makes sense. I do the same thing. I complain about a lot of stuff, but do I still do it? Yeah. I'm just gonna complain about it for a couple seconds first. Complaining is fun. Anyways, he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others. I feel like it's because even in his story, he's had a lot of he's done a lot of different things over time.
I've told you before. There's
Yeah.
still some mysteries for him to resolve.
How much does Nahida know of his story?
But that he has yet to understand.
'Cause
Perhaps today
that's really
will be the
interesting.
day that he finds some answers.
Yeah, maybe he's also doing this to find answers of his past as well. Or is it about his past, the betrayals, and the other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as
Even
always.
Paimon looks so proud of us. Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Apasia at Party's DI. You relate what you saw in the Balladeer's mind well in Party's DI. I don't remember that at all.
So,
I don't remember that at all.
you made contact with that.
I know that's a cutscene you can go back and watch, I think, on YouTube, though, so.
It's true. Betrayal turned the balladeer into
It's the
person he is
trauma.
today.
It happens to the best of us.
Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin.
Well, that's because he has been so betrayed and hurt in the past that it led him to be like as hard-skinned thick-skinned as he is now.
Created by the Archon.
Yeah.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today.
Oh, the
talking
guys.
about A.L.I.S.O.N.
Oh, I had to read the whole thing.
It was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida,
I bet there's stuff on the tree. I bet the tree knows.
The mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know about all of that.
Yeah, no, there probably is that info in that's probably easy to find in the tree.
it sounded like
That's
lots
like
of
on the surface.
Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination.
I like how Paimon's doing the little hand gestures and things. You tell Nahida about the story Akaba and Sawada are writing.
Oh, how interesting. Those two managed to deduce
Ah.
through guesswork alone.
What about the political intrigue?
I got it right.
The Gesse. I love the
Guess
Gesse.
right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Must be a
Oh.
riveting conversation you three
Oh.
are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
Bro. We're literally just trying to keep ourselves occupied while you do your research. Come on, buddy.
What makes you think we're talking to
He can
each
probably
other?
feel
Don't insult
Paimon
me.
moving
You're having a
around.
private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
Yes, I feel like not really. Like he was at the beginning, but now we're just talking about the Tarasuna. which yes, does technically involve him because that he was in the story, but we more just want to know what happens. I have hiccups now, which is really gonna suck for a story quest. I'm gonna chug some water. Give me a second. Hydration check. Gamers. All right, we have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do.
Oh, he's doing the
Prisoner
stance. He's
knowing
stanced.
too much.
So, have you found anything?
Probably not. It's probably hard to
Still looking.
find.
Don't
I
get
would
your hopes
think.
up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It
Then
wouldn't
how-
surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
But there is stuff on
You know about that. Didn't Ahita tell you?
either that or he
It's not
found it
like we've never
himself.
met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I
World
didn't know a few things
famous.
about you.
Wow. Every conversation with you is hard work, but your attitude is better than I thought.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself.
That's fair. I
and
mean,
making cordial
little boy's been through a lot.
Something I can manage.
this guy's been through a lot. Oh,
Wait,
he found something? He found something.
Right. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Is it about us or is it about our
anonymous
twin?
data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Give him a second. He's unpacking it. He had to unzip the file.
Just wait.
See, he's unzipping the file. Give him a second.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk?
Oh
We are talking
no.
about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to
That's
act
why he wanted
rashly.
to go in there. That's what he was looking
There's
for.
no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Are they gonna have
Is that
models?
so?
Because I know
Well,
Niwa was
since you
animated, but I
insist.
don't. Huh.
It's
Oh, that name. Niwa was the man in charge at Tatarasuna, plus he belongs to the lineage of Ishin art.
Whoa!
Oh. Oh, we're going in? Like, all right. If the whole Archon Quest
I
is
have
in
been
here.
Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else.
Are we not find out anything about our brother? We just find out about Niwa instead. He has the hair.
Under your leadership,
Oh.
Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village.
It's Niwa.
People are gainfully employed. Their lives
I thought
have
that was him
purpose.
talking, but no.
They are motivated.
Somebody's talking to him.
As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in
Oh.
recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As
The
for
crystal marrow.
Tatarasuna,
I forgot
it
about
was
the crystal
originally
marrow.
established as a means of safely disposing
I
crystal
forgot about
marrow.
crystal marrow being a
The
thing.
forging industry with crystal marrow as
I
a raw
kept-
material has since flourished.
I've been like farming some of
giving
it
rise
recently
to
just because I see it.
generations of swordsmiths.
And I forgot that was like a
Some
whole
world-renowned,
story arc.
Others unknown, all passing on their legacy.
Who is that
Skills,
speaking it?
blood,
It's such a good
dreams.
voice.
Every smith brought into this
Who
trade
are
was
you?
to find
From
their
Fontaine?
purpose between steel
Yeah,
and
that's
blade.
Fontaine.
That
Outfit.
is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Who's Akame?
Yes, well, were it not for
Niwa.
you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no
I'm
way
so
he could have
intrigued.
revolutionized our forging process like this on his own.
Who?
At least not on
What?
the same timescale. You
Where is this
allowed
going?
Akame to take all the
Where
credit
is this
for a method
going?
that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore.
It's
here is
also so
smelted
interesting because
using new
Niwa is
technique.
200% NPC,
Even
but they
now,
changed the model to
You
fit,
remain
and it's
one of
just, it's
Tatara
so
Suna's key
entertaining.
Consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly.
What's the point
responsible
of this
for the changes
conversation
our
in the story,
manufacturing
by
and
the way?
forging methods.
What are we doing?
You flatter me. From the
Escher?
outset, I saw much that was
Escher.
commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma.
This guy, is this a knife?
And it has been my
That's
great
new.
honor to befriend you all.
I don't
So
like
you
that.
say,
I don't like
Escher.
Escher. Yeah, that's his name.
But is this really the truth?
Oh, this is where it's
My
going.
good sir, what do you mean?
Oh, they're the
I
political
tried to
intrigue.
resist thinking it was all connected.
It's the political intrigue for
because I
me.
didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology?
Oh,
Ominous
the black
smoke,
clouds, yeah.
mounting production problems,
Worker fatigue.
worker fatigue and
Yeah.
casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate.
Niwa is for the people.
And recently, as you well know,
Oh.
someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading
So,
outside. but still.
It wasn't
I suspect
Scaramouche?
you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with the Shogun. This is our last
Oh, wait.
hope.
So he took it
But that
to
doesn't
Narukami
phase
Island
us, does it,
knowing?
Asher?
Oh.
Nothing does.
Oh.
Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
Is he smile? Oh, that guy's out for blood.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Bro, what is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean?
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events.
Oh.
Namely you, Escher. But Mr.
Oh,
Mikoshi
this is
more
tense.
cautious than I.
This is so
He does
dramatic.
things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
I'm so confused. He is from Fontaine. And he does have a knife.
Sure you're not a little overqualified?
He has a knife.
Why, Mr. Niwa?
Niwa,
Are you
take a step
suggesting
back.
I find a job
Take a
as
step back.
diplomat?
He's got a knife.
Sadly,
Bring
I
a sword
am
with
so
you.
very attached to my craft.
Oh no.
Asher.
He's gonna take out the
I'm here
knife.
because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone
I don't even know what the furnace is, I'm gonna be honest.
The high-risk zone
I
so
read that
we
whole
can
thing.
absorb it
And
put
I
it
don't know
into
what the furnace
problem.
is.
I'm in charge here.
Maybe I
And
should have
would
read the
like to choose
academic paper.
responsibility and head inside,
God.
Probably to my death.
Oh.
But what about you? What are you
Not the
doing
crazed
here?
eyes. Not
Judging
the
from the
crazy
look in
eyes.
your eyes,
Oh.
You don't seem to trust me.
You are too close to the man with the knife, Niwa.
We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked.
Maybe this is just like a small nitpick, but this is supposed to be like, what, 400 years ago? Over 400 years ago? And they're speaking like very modern. And it's just like, it's a little nitpick. Just a little. Because like historically, they would be speaking like, I don't know, historically. I don't have to explain that. The speech should fit the time period, but this is also an ambiguous time period. So that's weird. Anyways, it's a tiny nitpick. Honestly, I really don't care that much, but I thought about it
I
and
just want to know what you're
yeah.
still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
ooh.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oh no. Oh no. Yep. He stabbed him in the back.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
Was he stabbed or is he just like? Oh no, he was 200% stabbed. He's out.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you.
That's why they
credit for.
made that's why
I
they
thought I
purposely
disguised myself
animated the
exceptionally
knife.
well, at least for the first few days. But to
Dang.
my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start.
Who is this guy?
It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but
Yeah, that was my
didn't stop
question.
them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher
was
was an
an
alias.
Oh.
And that I was not from Fontaine at all.
Oh.
And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize
Who is this
my
guy?
true
What is-
identity and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
You're joking. You're joking. It's Tatori. What the? Tatori's that old?
If you kill me,
No, that is
there's no one who
200%
can inside
Tatori.
the furnace. So you're really going
Tatori
to
from
destroy this
Schnezna. Wait,
place?
where is he from again?
Is that it?
I thought he was from
Oh, but
Schnezna.
you're quite wrong.
That's his voice.
There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told
Because even
him
if
yourself,
it's just the same voice
you're
actor.
not a puppet. You're a human.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
just
because they were
missing a
friends.
heart.
They're friends. Niwa and Scaramouche were friends. So is that how he ends up going back to Shneznaya? He goes back with Dottore? Oh my god, and Dottore like betrayed him and called him a loser. Oh my god. Because even if it's just the same voice actor, the voice is too on point to being like exactly the same as Dottore's voice, which is such like a distinct voice that it has to be Dottore, even if they don't change the model for him. Like I am sold on that.
Working for won't get away with
I'm sold
this.
on that.
They'll be
That is a
found
point
out.
a hill I will die on. Thank you very much.
This makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this?
What is it? It all goes back to
What all this
Dottore, too,
trouble?
which is insane.
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue
Well,
which
yeah.
I have in abundance.
Patience and abundance. He's been. This is the
all
long
part of a
haul.
Carefully controlled experiment.
And the fact that he's calling it an experiment,
If
it's
you
so
must know,
Dottore.
I'm happy to divulge my true
Yep.
identity.
There it is.
I'm a Fatui harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
Yeah, that's him.
The Fatui? Who?
This is a long con for him.
What?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
This really was the long con. Oh my god. This was the start of the whole Inazuma arc. This is literally how it started, how Inazuma went like to hell. They planted that seed like 400 years ago. What the heck?
That's it. That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the
Dang.
evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Also the fact that they call it cursed technology. Put a pin in that. I'm putting a pin. Put a pin in that.
Look how even the righteous.
Because you know who else has
filled
cursed
with
technology?
venom when faced with
Mr.
its
Otto Apocalypse from
demise.
Honkai Impact. And who did
My
I said is
device
similar
functions
in like
precisely
how they
as you
act?
say.
Put a pin in
It
it.
is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe.
How old
and
is
keeping
Dottore?
the truth from the outside world.
Wait, is he a descent?
However, I did not make it with you in mind.
Yo, what if Dottore's a descender? I mean, that would fill in some plot holes. At least in my brain. Anyways.
It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate.
It's because I just have so many
give in
questions
to your
now.
fury.
This would be the perfect time to switch the model to the actual doctor. But they're showing the arm, so it's like it would be so cool if the arm goes back. Arm comes out from the other side, and it's Dottore's actual arm.
Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only
This is
end
gonna
up
hit
being
Scaramouche.
used by someone else.
This is gonna hit Scaramouche because this is like
What other reason would a
he
human
trusted
have for
Dottore,
befriending
didn't he?
one who is not of our
Even if he
kind?
says he doesn't, he probably did. Niwa! No! Don't die, you're so pretty! Niwa!
If you give him my heart,
Oh,
tell him that both
I'm gonna cry!
and I see him as
Shut up! I'm gonna cry!
he has nothing to prove to anyone.
Voice acting popped off. You did a great job, sir.
Because not everyone just wants
Oh.
to use other people.
This is how the Scaramouche, his redemption arc starts, isn't it? Because he hears Niwa's last words.
Are people like you.
Oh. Oh, no!
What a
Niwa!
beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a
Oh
little
my
guilty.
gosh.
Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself.
Do you now? Not
Think of
Escher.
me as a monster or a demon. if you
Wow.
wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target.
Oh, he's dead.
Simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat.
This is gonna
I
hit
say, Mr.
him.
Well, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove
He doesn't
quite
need to be human. We have
impossible.
tons of non-human friends.
Mr.
Ito the Oni?
Already dead. What a pity.
His dying words were literally give my heart to Scaramouche. Oh, it's gonna change. It's gonna change. Bet. There it is.
Jester, I have completed the
All right, that was
task you
cool.
gave me.
Jester.
Creating a
Wait,
gap
which one's the
and
Jester? One of them is the
infiltrating
Jester.
inner workings. What fun it was.
I gotta look up which one the Jester is. I don't remember. And it's gonna keep going out. All right. Which one's the Jester? Piero. Okay, that makes sense. That's the main guy. He's the first one. So he's literally talking to the biggest of bads.
I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves
Yeah.
useful, let's make him our newest
So
cog.
that's how he ends up in Inazuma.
If not, let's turn him to dust.
Oh my god. Scaramouche, you okay? You okay? Oh, he's angry. Rightfully so. I feel like he has every right to be mad and like hurt after seeing that.
Hey, are
That's a
you
lot. Also, I don't feel bad. I don't even feel mad about him. Oh.
Dottore!
Like, I don't even think we have the right to be mad at him for going over, like, overlooking. Oh, he's still going. For overlooking, like, what he was actually supposed to be looking for to find information on his past. Like, because that was heavy. That was a lot, and this is going to change him. Also, the aberrations is a lot. Oh.
The doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. He was the one behind the Tatarasuna incident. Literally the long haul. That whole Inazuma. He was the one behind the Tatarasuna incident.
Why did we see things from his perspective?
Did
When
he
I
put
touched
it
the doctor
in
to
there?
confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments,
Oh.
I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
She took.
Maybe so.
Oh my god.
But it means nothing.
I wanted to know what.
But
I wanted to
this
know.
memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant
Yeah.
for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace.
That's the. Oh my god. Like, I literally was like, yeah, even though we got the info dump at the end of the Archon Quest, there was still like a lot of stuff I wanted to roll back on and get more info on. And like, what actually happened with the Torre? She got this info.
You know very well what that means.
My favorite
Even
Archon.
more so than I.
For now. Oh, wow. This betrayal was a lie that he has believed for hundreds of years. Was this part of the doctor's experiment? Probably. If the betrayal never happened, it existed only in his imagination. But where does this leave him?
Let's give him some space.
Gosh.
He looks really mad.
I mean, its entire worldview just got turned upside down, didn't it? Okay, let's go over there.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
This is what? Are we gonna go too far and get lost in the void? It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident.
Or is he gonna run off and we have to go find him?
Was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Wow.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural you finally did it, so now you
Oh
have to
god, I
complete
skipped
it.
through.
Katsuragi took the Kabuki
I accidentally
Mono
skipped
to work with
through.
the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the
doctor.
showed up disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began.
I'm just like, I accidentally skipped through a Nahida line, but this whole you've never been betrayed by
All horrific experiment planned by the doctor.
no elaboration. No elaboration.
What he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwilling
Yeah,
participants in the doctor's experiment,
Was this they did plant the
balladeer
seed.
became the main test subject.
Yeah.
After the events you just saw in that memory,
He always wanted to create a god, didn't he?
into the device and handed it to the balladeer.
Oh.
Then he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far
Oh.
beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived.
Did that make him evil?
He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic,
Oh
"This
no.
device seems to have protected me.
Niwa.
What's in it?" The
Niwa.
mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment.
The one.
Left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for."
A heart. It was the
Took
one
it
thing he was
straight from the
looking
chest of
for.
one of his innocent servants.
But
The mechanic
oh
removed the withered heart
no.
from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty.
That was
had
Niwa's
robbed him of the thing
heart.
He'd been longing for his entire
And he did
life.
say, give him my heart.
A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing.
But it was Dottore who did the murdering of Niwa.
Had completely betrayed him.
Oh my god.
Yet, this very betrayal had ensured his survival.
Oh my
Overwhelmed
god.
with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart
This is a lot.
and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
And that's when he goes to Shaznia.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything
He probably killed a lot more people, Paimon.
terrible.
That's just like on a list. Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. Now we know what was behind his decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden 100 years ago. That was Iridori Festival, right? I don't entirely remember, but it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision. True, it's a reason, but still doesn't make it right. sort of thing.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he
Yeah.
choose a new path forward.
He was lied to. At the end of the day, he was lied to. Wait for a while? Oh.
Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Yeah, let him a minute. I'm gonna walk around it. How far can we go? Okay, yeah, there's a wall there. Oh, I went too far. A while later. I guess it just makes you wait around for a little bit.
Shall we see how he's doing?
Yeah, probably. Are you okay, little buddy? Are you good?
You alright?
Are you alright? Yeah, you alright? Are you okay?
That's a scary expression.
Yeah, it is. It is. Paimon, you're right about that.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We'll be your friend, Scaramouche. As long as you promise not to kill anyone. That would be nice. Oh yeah, because he's not supposed to get worked up either. They're not supposed to get worked up, but we just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan. Yeah, he doesn't want to, we can't get worked
I
up.
won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Yeah, you gotta keep it calm until we get out of here, and then you can scream.
Are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here.
I mean, he probably just, I would think maybe
But
he accidentally came across.
There's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even
Why?
if we can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul
Oh.
does not keep records on the Descenders.
I guess, okay.
Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Tevat.
Oh, does that
You think
mean
that at
we
least
even
have a list of people that aren't from Tevat but are in Tevat, right? Yes, no, maybe. Not unexpected, but still, thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
How long is this gonna
Really
be?
upset.
Yeah,
Well,
I wanted to know more about the
since Irminsul was
Descenders.
a dead end, I guess I can share
Oh.
some other info that might.
Oh,
interest
what
you.
does the Fatui have?
Huh? About what?
The Abyss, maybe?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have
What-
something to do with Conria.
Conria.
Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world. Plus,
Interesting.
he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The what responded to the what? What? I'm sorry, what?
The heavens responded.
Roll that back, Scaramouche. Explain that one. Start
The
explaining.
jester told me this himself.
That's
You can
Piero.
take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria and lived with your brother for a time.
Oh. Oh. That. Oh. The Jester. Another Fatui Harbinger. Why?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me.
I'm like,
All
what?
I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about
Oh, no, I
this.
don't think he's lying, but
Did
like,
you
this
get
is a
all that?
lot.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes.
He's
Astonishing.
still being a little
Does this
brat.
info count towards
Honestly,
my
he
mission?
is, he's,
It
it's fine
wasn't
now.
From Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Oh,
Very valuable.
he just wants to be of use.
In that case, I'll
Oh.
take some time for myself now.
What was that switch up? I didn't like that. Oh,
What have you
what's
done?
going on? What are we
Lesser
doing?
Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent.
Does
Even
he
if I
want
use all of the
to
divine power
talk
left in
without
me,
Kusanali
I
hearing?
can't sustain this shield for very long.
Does the shield
I share a
knock that
secret
out?
with you, and
Oh.
now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
Oh, okay. What do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
All right. Okay. I guess we do that. What is? Oh, he's doing a mind thing, isn't he?
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Okay, so he doesn't want Kusanali to hear. Are you trying to brainwash me? It's a lot.
No, I can't do anything like that anymore.
About.
At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me,
Oh,
in this world, is it possible to change the past?
he wants to go back. He wants to go back for Niwa. Not in this world, but other bubbles, yeah. Oh, or does he want to change the past we have with him, sort of thing? I don't know. I don't know. He probably would want to go back. Oh, I don't even know. I don't know. Why would you ask that?
Done.
Huh? What the? What
Was he trying to?
happened?
No, was he trying to get a memory out of us, and that was like a cover?
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me.
Scaramouche. That look. Oh, did he see me hesitate? But that was because I know about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Does he know about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
So long.
I missed that line. Why did I miss that line?
Quickly.
Why did it go through that line so quickly? Oh, I have to look at that in post now. Oh no.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
True. Balladeer, stop! Paimon, we have to stop him.
Fast reaction time.
Oh,
But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Scarmouche, stop that.
From this day
Oh,
forth, the names Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
okay. But you're still Scarmouche, right?
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Oh,
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
he's gonna try to sacrifice
You know,
himself to bring those
I
people
never
back.
did like insects. Hordes of the puny things
I don't
swarming
either.
together can be a real nuisance.
It's one thing
And
we
I
have in
enjoy
common.
Nothing more than to stamp them out like the
Scarmouche?
pests they are.
What is he
But
doing?
if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone,
Huh,
I guess they deserve to be left alone.
fair.
Hopefully, everything can be set right. It's time to solve
What
this
is he doing?
once and for all.
What is he doing?
Balladeer! Balladeer!
Can't Nahida hit like a kill switch somewhere?
Find him somehow!
Like a kill switch to get us out of here? Like all of us? Oh, it's just another cutscene. I was ready to start exploring. We haven't moved at all. We did nothing.
No, he's really gone!
I mean, he went into the tree.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, her thing got cut.
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer. What
Oh,
happened
it
just
was
now?
his power.
I
But that
reset
was like the
my
last of his
powers and
power.
It was the Balladier's fault. He shut you out!
This is so... You tell Nahida everything that happened. This is... We're...
I
What?
didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power.
Maybe he
left.
was hiding the fact that he had
Keep some of
more
his power
power.
hidden when he was
Yeah.
defeated? Or
I mean, if he got
maybe
angry
he
enough.
achieved something beyond his abilities, and it took
Similar-
everything he had.
Similar has happened. Similar has happened in Honkai.
It's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him.
We were the babysitter. This is true. We were the babysitter.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it.
Darn.
We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul.
Okay,
as soon as
so we're
possible.
just leaving. I think we should go in the tree. He went in the tree. Why don't we just follow him? Just a thought. Could be a bad thought, but I think it'd be fun. This is so messy. And for what?
We're out. And we're at, an
Were we
inn?
supposed to be at an inn? Were we supposed
This
to
is
be
an
here?
emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now.
Huh.
Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
How'd she get us in an inn? How? Maybe we're not out. Is this some weird in-between bubble? Okay, isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with.
I'm so confused. This might be a really good spot to
How is
pause.
it? Nahida, will you be okay?
I'm so...
If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances,
This won't lead to a...
disaster.
Oof.
Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone.
What? Where do we go from here, though?
I can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer
I'm
meant?
like, there's so
And why
many
did
things he could go back
Sarah
on.
not to you before?
Gosh. Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain in full, and the truth might be distressing for Paimon. I'll skip the part about Greater Lord Rukkhadevata for now and focus on the Balladeer. You tell Paimon what the Balladeer asked you and what he might have been planning. What is he
He wants to
planning?
change the past? But surely that's impossible.
I mean, it's not easy, that's for sure.
Right. You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff
The
happened
thing
already
is,
in real life.
you can't rewrite this history. But if he figures out if the bubble universe thing does exist in Genshin canonically, then he could have used the tree to just pop into one where that was a possibility.
It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a
I
bad
also
feeling
have a
about
bad
this?
feeling, Paimon.
Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do.
There's like so many... Oh,
Paimon's so confused.
there's also that. Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Huh?
Oh, wait, what did Paimon... Are you okay, Paimon?
Sorry.
Paimon broke a teapot. That's gonna, that's gonna come back at some part. That's gonna come back.
Erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable.
Because they wouldn't go through the effort to animate that if it wasn't necessary to the plot. Okay, put a pin in the broken teapot. Not necessarily, but maybe. I'm just guessing here. Oh, that's, oh my God, wait, erasing of yourself from history. He asked us, he probably knew there was something more, like something he had forgotten. So that's why he asked us specifically if you could change the past, and we hesitated, and then he was like, okay, I'm done. I got my information because of the Greater Lord Rukudavata. Greater Lord Rukudavata did it, and but he probably doesn't know how. So he's like trying to figure that out. But he might actually want to erase himself, which is very heavy. It's a lot, very dark, but we're here. I'm just guessing. Just guessing.
Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working.
This is true.
Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him.
I mean,
There's no way
true.
he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise,
I don't think he will.
everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Yes and no, because Rukudavata was the same. Indeed, if the balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma would be affected. I can't imagine what that situation would look like. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the Raiden Gokuden. Wow, okay, I didn't know I was on auto.
Have you got any ideas on what we should
Maybe I should just stay off auto for now. All right, no ideas.
Now
Nothing to the
there's
pea
nothing
brain.
left for us to do but to go to sleep.
I like that idea, Paimon.
Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Oh dear, me neither.
So, how about
Paimon.
we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work,
Paimon is really... Paimon's grasping at straws. She really is.
all right. Paimon will start. First dish.
Is it gonna fade out?
Grilled fish. Oh, and
I'm scared if it fades out. I am.
tea break pancakes, cream stew, sautéed matsutake,
Paimon.
and Dragon chili chicken, almond tofu, satisfying salad.
She's just gonna get distracted.
Also Adeptus Temptation, golden
There's so...
consomme,
Oh.
bird egg soup,
We're knocking out.
and
Are we both? I thought we were gonna pause the video. Oh, okay. Did Paimon... Wait. What happened? What? Who knocked... Paimon, what's wrong?
what was Paimon supposed to be doing just now?
What is...
Paimon
What's...
was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember.
Did she do that all night? This... also the music playing... The music is scaring me a little bit. But also I'm like, wait a minute. There's certain things I put pins in. Okay. You were getting so worried about the situation with the balladeer that you started listing foods.
The balladeer?
Did he do it? No.
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird
He did it, but
thing,
it doesn't affect us. It must not affect descenders. Bet. Oh my god. But wait, Paimon doesn't remember the balladeer. That must mean he actually pulled it off. But how did he have that ability? This doesn't make sense.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers.
Oh my
Was it something
gosh.
Paimon said?
Oh my gosh. Wait, what about... Hey, oh my god, it's nothing. It's nothing.
So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like
Paimon,
a nickname or something.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just, it's nothing. It's a story. How do we explain this to Paimon? Oh god. If this is really happening, I need to know what else has changed. Come with me, Paimon.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't stop here. I want to go back to Inazuma. Oh.
Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything
I mean,
okay?
it kind of is, but
Acting like
shouldn't...
this is an
Nahida said to stay here. Now's not the time to explain. Let's get over there first. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that's crazy. Dance of Destruction. So the next bit, talk to Amenoma Togo. All right. Oh, I'm not gonna read any more of that because I read the descriptions for quest lines before, and it is always like, it always spoils something. You can't sit on the bed? Okay, fine. I will sit here then. This is a very long video, but it's not 2 hours, which is fine by me. Wow, that's kind of 7,000 miles away. That was a lot. We literally, who are we gonna run into in Inazuma that it was, oh wait, it wanted me to do Kazuha's story quest because the Amanoma family was part of that, and I had to do it first because they were probably involved in it, I guess. I don't know. All right, this is a lot. This is still a lot, and I don't really know where to go from here, but I'm gonna end here for this video because it's very long. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. That's gonna be it for today though. That is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!